to use your time effectively so you can achieve your goal of speaking Igbo this year. Okay, so let's get into it. Actually, before we get into these 5 ways, there is something that's about 3 things I want you to know that's very important. Okay, so this is not part of the ways we're going to discuss, but this is very important because if you're learning something, it's important to know why you're doing it. Okay, so I want you to type in the chat box, why are you learning Igbo? Why it's so is you're doing something on purpose, so you're not just doing it just for doing sake. Okay, so what that will help you do is to carry you through, because there'll be times you're so excited that you're learning things, and there'll be times you're like, am I really learning anything? I just spoke with that person, I didn't understand half of what they said. But even at those times, your brain is still taking in things. Okay, but what will carry you through those times to prevent you from stopping altogether? It's when you remember why you started in the first place. Okay, so if you don't mind writing why you're learning Igbo in the chat, that would be great. And I will go over to look at the chat later, but please write. This is one of the answers one of my clients gave. So when I said, why are you learning Igbo? She says, I want to learn so I can speak myself, and then I want to teach my children so they feel like they belong. Okay, so this is just to give you an example. So other people have told me they're just learning it for themselves. They want to really get into their Igbo culture, Igbo identity. Okay, or somebody might be learning because they visit Nigeria ever so often, and maybe they're planning a project in Nigeria, and learning Igbo will help them achieve whatever that project is. Okay, so just share. So again, we get into the 5 ways, but this is important. These are like the base lines. Okay, so thank you all for sharing. I'll have a look. So the next thing you need to do before we carry on is actually to just believe that you can do it. So I know I'm not going to tell you it's easy, okay? But I'm sure you've accomplished other things that were hard, okay? Maybe you finished high school, it wasn't easy. You finished maybe college, and maybe did university or masters or something. And those things weren't easy, and you were able to do it. And you put in years to do that. You don't need all that much time to do it, trust me, okay? But just believe that you can do it, okay? Believe and then put in the work and the time. Even though you don't need maybe 5 years or however much time you spent in school to learn Igbo, you still need some time to allocate it some time, okay? So believe, you can totally do it, okay? Igemenwuya, that's Igbo. You can do it means Igemenwuya, okay? Igemenwuya. Right. This is the third thing, the baselines before we get into the ways. So you need to write down your goals. So whatever your goals are, studies have shown that people that write down their goals actually achieve them more than people that don't write anything down. Okay, so write it down. That's why I say take it serious. Okay, it's Igbo language. Then you write down your goals. And usually I try to break it down for my clients into like conversational goals. So it'll be like topics, okay? Because that's how you're going to be learning this. Easier if you learn it like topic by topic, things like that. So you can say, I want to learn about family. That's one topic. I want to learn about work. I want to learn about school. I want to learn travel, about music, about news, politics, marriage, whatever topics, okay? That especially if the topics interest you, just write them down. And when you've written them down, like every goal, you have to give you a time limit. Okay? If you're a beginner, I would say give yourself at least a year. Okay? It might take more, it might take less, but don't be too hard on yourself. Make it easy. Give yourself at least a year, and then you break it down into the monthly goals and weekly and daily goals. Okay? Right. So this is sort of the baseline. Okay? And I'll just do a quick recap. We need to know the purpose, why you're learning Igbo. We need to believe that we can do it, and we need to write it down. These are like the basic steps to succeed in almost any other thing that we do, not just learning Igbo. Okay, the 2-day learning Igbo workshop. This will be very interactive. I'll be asking questions as we go along.
So what you've just watched is an excerpt from a past workshop. So if this is you would like to learn Igbo, start speaking Igbo by the end of this year. Join us in the workshop starting next week. Go on to igbostudy.com/learnigbo-workshop. Ngwan, kodi o.